on the uptick and it's growing here. But with the SyCara example, you know, we bring a strong team, strong founders, strong management team, coupled with that experience that's in this marketplace around search marketing, the talent that's on the team, coupled with the right time in the marketplace. The tool set is very needed right now. For large companies, large agencies, they need this kind of automation, and so it's the right time in the marketplace. So you bring that story. Once we, became part of the management team for SyCara, we were able to bring that story to. I'd say the story is very appealing, given the team and given the tool and the right timing, the right technology that the market needs at this point in time. And I think there's a lot of those kinds of opportunities in Phoenix. There's a lot of great companies here. And as those companies continue to grow, the hope is that funding and more sort of venture funds do come here and take advantage of that talent pool that's here.
I'm going to ask Fionn his opinion as to what's missing in the greater Phoenix area, and specifically Scottsdale. But before I do that, what I heard from you was, I'm going to use my own word, a pedigree management team, if I may say that. Secondly, was the technology was right. I mean, it sounds like a strong technology. You already gone through the beta on that. So there may be a few bugs, but for the most part, I think your organization has proven it out. And then the third is timing. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, perhaps it would have been flat. This is why I brought in the excitement that's occurring in California and funding, because that's part of the timing. Right. Although the money may not be here in Arizona, but it's in Silicon Valley, right? Right. So what's missing of Scottsdale? I mean, your company's in Scottsdale. How do we bring more money into the area?
There's no story. There's no case studies, no success stories. People gravitate, for example, about 6 years ago, I went out looking for investment to grow my agency, and I was working with a number of people, and I had to fly to Menlo Park every time. I did speak to some angel investors here in Arizona, but at that time, literally, I would have had such a process of education as to what search engine optimization was. It just got I couldn't spend the time. So we were pretty much, when I would go to Silicon Valley, they would say to us, oh yeah, you're from Scottsdale, that hub of investment opportunity. And it was almost like a joke. So I think what's missing is that Silicon Valley has the stories. And I was very excited when Google was coming to Scottsdale. And it's unfortunate that didn't work out, because that would have added, it reminds me of like Ireland back when they had the Celtic Tiger. What happened was the colleges in Ireland built great IT departments, and then Intel comes and they all grabbed Google and all those big technology companies, and it changed the Irish economy drastically, because we now had a story, and people had a reason to come here. And I think what's missing with Scottsdale is a reason to come here. And I'm not sure why that is. Is Scottsdale itself as we're well known for the tourism, we're well known for the construction industry, although for all the wrong reasons at the moment. Are we not telling the story outside of Scottsdale about what we have here clearly enough? Is that part of the problem?
That's very interesting, Fionn, because the first thing came into my mind, Scottsdale does a great job in branding itself in a number of different ways. Correct. Right? And I think the city fathers and other movers and shakers in Scottsdale ought to look at the branding of technology companies and venture capital firms to invest here and to set up money funds here in Scottsdale. Right. Storytelling is what I heard. Success. Storytelling is an ingredient. I think that's very important. I think in the final analysis, that's what may be missing. The promoting, the branding, the storytelling, the success stories, and those things that say to the firms in Silicon Valley, hey, there's more to Scottsdale than art, tourism, golf, although those are very important amenities, because we have great housing northern part of Scottsdale. We have a Scottsdale airport, so the money people can fly in, park their jets, go look at their firms. So the amenities are right here. So I say, with all the right amenities in place, how do we create this other ambiance of VC deals, money deals, with technology companies? So that's kind of like I'm searching for, and guests like you, bring in those missing parts.
They need to get away from the tourism construction, because we all know that now that we need a bit of stronger backbones in the economy, and I certainly think that with the stability and the fact we have no natural disasters and all this great stuff that we have, there's a big opportunity now for us to start looking outside of those core businesses that the economy relied on, so that we can build a better future.
Well, that's a great shift. It's a shift in diversity, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Diversity of business for the city.
Yeah.
In the few minutes that we have remaining, how would you characterize our time together here? So if you got some technology companies out there viewing this, or you have some private equity folks looking at this, in a word, how would you summarize this, Finn, and then I'll go to Dan. How would you summarize this conversation? Give us a capstone.
It's just been great having the conversation. Because this is, just going back to the previous point, we don't have these conversations enough. There's huge opportunities here in Scottsdale. It's a great place to live. It is a dry heat. And we just don't talk about it enough, because we are focused on the wrong things. We're not focused on the future.
Dan?
I think there's clearly a lot of momentum right now in the marketplace. There's a lot of great talent here, and SyCara ultimately is a national company headquartered here, but we already are selling into companies in Chicago and New York, and really eventually globally. We have our first clients in Canada and the UK. And so we are, we're moving aggressively. So SyCara is positioned well. I think the search marketing industry in Phoenix is positioned well. And we find a number of those industries and really ride that wave. I think there's great opportunity here.
Well, thank you both very much for being here.
Ray.
Finn, Dan, it was an exciting conversation for me. Hopefully it was for you. And points of view can be seen on YouTube and other places. So thank you both very much.
Thank you.